Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. Today is episode number 2 of my fat loss series. I started doing this on my channel, so definitely check out episode number 1, which I will put in my description box if you missed that. I thought for episode 2, I can kind of talk about fat loss mistakes. The first fat loss mistake is that when you lose a ton of weight, you're also losing fat. In some cases, yes, but there's a lot of cases where people don't. There's a lot of cases where people lose a ton of weight, but their body doesn't really look that much different. You know, they're always telling people like, yeah, I lost 15 pounds, or yeah, I lost 15 pounds, and they don't look much different. The reason is because their body fat is still high, or people that are trying to get abs, they don't see their abs come in yet. It's because they need to lower their body fat. So it's not always true that when you lose a ton of weight, you're going to lose fat as well, and that's something that I did not know. Right, so fat loss mistake number 2 has to do with the number on the scale. People always think lower for weight is better, and that's not always true. You don't always have to lose weight to lose fat, like we just talked about. So let's get into this, because people will always say to me on Snapchat, you know, I've been eating really good, but the number on the scale is not changing. It's either sometimes going up or, you know, it's staying the same. How come I'm not losing weight? But what they don't know is that you could be transforming your body by lowering body fat. You just don't know it. So think about when you go to the doctor's office and they're determining if you're healthy or not. Do they just take the number on the scale after they weigh you and say, oh yeah, you're really healthy, or oh no, you're not? No, they measure everything. They measure your fat, they take your height, they take your weight, they take your blood pressure, they see, you know, how hydrated you are. They take a whole number. They don't just take one number on the scale. So why do we do that to ourselves? Why don't we just take, oh, I weigh 100 pounds, or oh, I weigh 130 pounds. That depends if I'm skinny or fat or fit or healthy. No, it doesn't. You need to look at the bigger picture. If you are going to track your progress numerically and you want to know, okay, this is how much weight I lost, this is how much muscle I gained, then take the bigger picture. Don't just take one number, because one number does not matter. We're going to talk about that right now. So I'm using the body analyzer scale right now. So I'm getting on the scale. I'm weighing myself first thing in the morning. I personally like to go on the scale naked, but for the video, obviously I'm not doing that. And then for this scale, since it's going to show more than just how much we weigh, we do have to be barefoot, and you just kind of have to chill there for a second, and then it's all going to come up. So here, I will read you everything that this means. I'm 102.6 pounds. I'm 62.4% water. I'm 40.5% muscle. I'm 11.7% body fat, and I'm 6 pounds of bone. So that scale tells me, okay, this is how much muscle I have, this is how much I weigh, this is how hydrated I am, this is my body fat percentage. Why does all that matter? Okay, here's an example. Say you weigh yourself and you're 102 pounds, and then, you know, you're working out at the gym, you're running, you're doing all sorts of stuff for your body, all good stuff, you're eating clean, then you weigh yourself next week and you're 104 pounds. You're like, oh no, I gained weight. Why? Well, you can look at the scale and you can see, oh, I gained muscle. Muscle weighs more than fat, so muscle will make you gain weight. But maybe you look and you see, okay, I gained muscle, that's why I gained weight. But then you can go to your body fat and say, oh, body fat percentage went down. So really, I am getting closer to my goals. So if you are tracking your progress based on numbers, at least you can see why. Okay, I'm more hydrated this week. That's why I gained weight. Or, you know what, my muscle went up. That's why I gained weight. If you're gonna go by the numbers and you wanna track it that way, that's totally fine, that's up to you, but at least look at everything. Promise me you'll look at everything and you won't just become consumed and obsessed with just one number, because one number doesn't matter. It all matters your body fat. If you really wanna get that total body transformation, the leaner look, the toned look, you have to go by body fat. Another mistake, and this is a mistake that I feel that more women make, or more women think, I used to think this back in the day, and that's, I can't have a protein shake because I'm going to gain fat, and I'm going to get bulky, and I'm going to look like these Hulk guys, and this and that. That's not true. If you have a protein shake like the kind that I drink that are low sugar, I can give you guys all sorts of low sugar recommendations, and then you mix like a low sugar drink in it, like I use unsweetened almond milk, and I sometimes can use water. Whatever you do, as long as you're drinking a low sugar protein shake, whatever you like, whatever taste you like, whatever whatever brand you like, then you're going to be fine. The shake that I drink has 1 sugar, 3 carbs, 25 grams of protein, that's really good. Always look at the protein, and 130 calories. So I like to mix this with unsweetened almond milk, that way I'm getting the low sugar, but something like this is not going to make me gain weight. It's not going to make me get bulky. You gain weight with your diet. You get bulky with your diet. You know what I mean? Getting bulky, gaining weight, that all comes from the diet, you know? Seeing abs, getting lean, that all comes from the diet. And the last little mistake I want to leave you guys with, and it's not just a fat loss myth, it can apply to weight loss, it can apply to a fitness transformation, and that's that it's going to be rigid, boring, and your life is going to suck. Like, I'll see these quotes like, oh, goodbye weekend, you know, back to my diet, life sucks. And it shouldn't be that way. You should have more energy, you should feel amazing, you should take on new opportunities. Like, recently I tried yoga for the first time, and you know what? It ended up not being for me. I don't think I'm a yoga person, but you know what? I tried it, and I did feel amazing after. I just, you know, would rather do something else, but I did feel really good after, and in that time I was like really like in my zone, I was feeling good. I think I like Pilates better, and I like stuff like that, but that's besides the point. My point is that it does get you to want to try new things. It gets you to want to read up on new things. You have a ton of energy. Like, think about like when you have a Snickers bar and you have like that crash, like you're all like hyper and like, sugar, and then you have that crash. You don't feel good, and then you go to bed later that night and you think about stomach, and I feel a little sick, I had all those cookies and then pizza, and then I washed it down with soda because I wanted an extra tummy ache. You don't feel good. But think about when you fuel your body with a nice juicy salad with lean chicken and all sorts of vegetables, and you know, you have a nice omelet for breakfast. Think about how good you feel when you eat clean. I feel prettier when I eat clean because I just feel like I feel clean. Like, I don't know, I feel really good, and you do have a lot more energy. In the beginning, you might not, and that's changed with everything. You know, in the beginning, you might be like, oh, this is new. You know, your body's still reacting to lowering its sugar intake because sugar is very addicting, and it gets you to want to do it. It gets you all pumped up. But, you know, in the first week when you reduce it, you start to feel like, oh, you know, I feel a little tired. I don't feel like myself. But then your body reacts very quickly, and you feel amazing. Make it fun. You know, get creative in the kitchen, and you're going to do great. And hopefully the series is helping you. I hope you guys learned something new, and I'll see you guys soon. I love you so much. Leave any comments down below for episode 3. What do you guys want to see in terms of fat loss? And yeah, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.